I read an article where you had mentioned that you have 1 million people that are unemployed and 500,000 that are only working part-time.
Yes.
What is the benefit structure like here in the Netherlands? Is it able to be supported? Do you have enough finances to keep that going moving forward?
No, we've got something like the poverty trap. So if you don't do anything, you get, whatever, 1,500 euros. And if you start working as a mailman, for instance, you lose 300, 400 euros. So you get less after tax. And therefore, a lot of people just stay on the couch watching Netflix. It's just a horrible situation. And it's basically because of all the left-wing parties introducing a system where they always throw money at the people who don't work. But the people who really do work, they have to pay for the people who don't work. So then you get this system with this huge poverty trap. So you have to actually earn a lot more before you actually get the same money as when you're doing nothing. And that's a flaw in the system.
New Zealand is set up in quite a similar structure. Do you have any policies within your parties to try and counteract that you would like to see progress forward?
Yes, of course. You should, for instance, increase the minimum wages. If the minimum wages would be a lot more than you would get when you would do nothing, then you would solve it immediately. But there's a huge left-wing majority in the Netherlands. And, well, that's really bad for the country. And that's why you've got 1.2 million people just doing nothing. And you've got a hell of a lot of people who are working part-time. But if they actually work a little bit more, they get less. So the incentive is zero.
In New Zealand, they would say that increasing the minimum wage is something that's more left-wing rather than centre or centre-right, because the impact that it has on the small to medium business owners makes it unsustainable for them to hire staff. Yeah. Would you see that as a problem if you were to increase the minimum wage here?
No, you're absolutely right. So you can either decrease the unemployment benefits, that's a possibility, or you can increase the minimum wages. But if you increase the minimum wages, you should at the same time decrease the cost that the employers are making. But because the taxes are so high for the employers, if you raise the minimum wages and you don't do anything about the fiscal system, you're goosed. But if you balance that out so that the net result is zero, but people get more money instead of the government here, then it would work.